Food waste refers to the disposal, or wasted food that is still fit for consumption. It is a significant global issue with environmental, economic, and social implications. Food waste occurs throughout the food supply chain, from production, processing, distribution, and consumption. It contributes to greenhouse gas emissions, wasted resources, and hunger. Reducing food waste requires a coordinated effort from individuals, businesses, and governments to prevent, reduce, and recycle food waste. Here are some disturbing facts about food waste. 1. Roughly 1/3 of the food produced in the world for human consumption, approximately 1.3 billion tons, is lost or wasted every year. 2. The economic cost of food waste is estimated to be $1 trillion annually. 3. Food waste is a major contributor to greenhouse gas emissions, with about 8% of global emissions being attributed to food waste. 4. In developed countries, consumers waste almost as much food, 222 million tons, as the entire net food production of sub-Saharan Africa, 230 million tons. 5. Food waste contributes to hunger, as an estimated 690 million people around the world go hungry each day. 6. Over 20% of the fresh water used in agriculture is wasted on crops that are never eaten. 7. The carbon footprint of food waste is equivalent to the greenhouse gas emissions of all road vehicles in the European Union. 8. Food waste in landfills generates methane, a potent greenhouse gas that is 25 times more harmful than carbon dioxide. 9. In the United States, 40% of all food is wasted, while 1 in 8 Americans struggles with hunger. 10. If food waste were a country, it would be the third largest emitter of greenhouse gases, after the US and China. Food waste has a significant environmental impact, including the following. Wasted resources. Producing food uses a considerable amount of resources such as land, water, and energy. When food is wasted, these resources are also wasted. Greenhouse gas emissions. Food waste is a significant contributor to greenhouse gas emissions. When food decomposes in landfills, it produces methane, a potent greenhouse gas that is 25 times more harmful than carbon dioxide. Landfill space. Food waste takes up a significant amount of space in landfills, which can lead to environmental problems such as soil and water pollution. Deforestation. The demand for food production contributes to deforestation, which can lead to habitat loss and biodiversity loss. Water waste. Producing food requires a lot of water, and when food is wasted, it also means that the water used to produce that food is also wasted. Energy waste. Producing and transporting food requires energy, and when food is wasted, the energy used to produce and transport that food is also wasted. Loss of soil quality. Food waste can also contribute to soil degradation, which can have long-term impacts on agriculture and the environment. Reducing food waste can help mitigate these environmental impacts by conserving resources, reducing greenhouse gas emissions, and preserving natural habitats. Food waste has significant economic impacts, including the following. Economic cost. Food waste has a substantial economic cost, estimated to be around $1 trillion annually. This cost includes the resources used to produce, process, and transport food that is ultimately wasted, as well as the cost of disposing of that food. Higher food prices. When food is wasted, the resources used to produce that food are also wasted, which can lead to higher food prices. Loss of revenue for businesses. When food is wasted, it also means that businesses lose revenue. For example, if a restaurant overproduces food and ends up throwing away a significant portion of it, they also lose the potential revenue from those unused dishes. Food insecurity. Food waste also contributes to food insecurity, which can have significant economic impacts. When people go hungry, they may have difficulty working or caring for their families, which can lead to lost productivity and higher healthcare costs. Increased taxes. The cost of disposing of food waste is often borne by taxpayers, which can lead to higher taxes. Reducing food waste can help mitigate these economic impacts by conserving resources, reducing costs for businesses, and reducing the cost of disposing of food waste. It can also help ensure that more people have access to food, which can have positive economic impacts. Food waste has social impacts, including the following. Food insecurity. Food waste contributes to food insecurity, as the resources used to produce that food are also wasted. This means that there is less food available for those who need it, which can lead to hunger and malnutrition. Wasted food resources. When food is wasted, it means that the resources used to produce that food, such as land, water, and energy, are also wasted. This can have a significant impact on communities that rely on those resources, such as farmers and rural communities. Inequality. Food waste can also contribute to inequality, as some people have access to more food than they need while others go hungry. This can exacerbate social and economic inequalities. Health impacts. When people do not have access to enough food, it can lead to malnutrition and other health problems. Food waste can also contribute to the spread of foodborne illnesses, as food that is not properly stored or cooked can lead to illness. Cultural impacts. Food waste can also have cultural impacts, as food is often tied to cultural and social traditions. When food is wasted, it can lead to the loss of those traditions and the knowledge and skills associated with them. Reducing food waste can help mitigate these social impacts by ensuring that more people have access to food, conserving resources, and preserving cultural traditions. In conclusion, food waste is a significant issue with far-reaching impacts on the environment, economy, and society. Every year, about 1/3 of the food produced in the world for human consumption is lost or wasted, leading to the depletion of resources, increased greenhouse gas emissions, higher food prices, and food insecurity. Reducing food waste can have a significant positive impact by conserving resources, reducing greenhouse gas emissions, reducing costs for businesses, and ensuring that more people have access to food. This can be achieved through a variety of approaches, such as improving food storage and transportation, reducing overproduction, and increasing consumer awareness. Addressing food waste is a complex issue that requires collaboration and action from individuals, businesses, governments, and other organizations. By working together, we can reduce food waste and create a more sustainable, equitable, and resilient food system.